There's definitely going to be more than one cheat meal after Tokyo. It's going to be like a whole week of getting burritos and like basically everything that I think about every day but try not to eat.
I don't count calories. I just more do based on how my body feels and what I need to fuel it. I would say I usually start with like breakfast before training, or usually like a tea or something like that. Make sure I'm hydrated. For breakfast, usually have like avocado toast with an egg or almond butter toast with banana or something like that, a sweet and savory.
When I first came back from being retired, when I first unretired, I counted calories and was very adamant that I continued to pay attention to what I eat. Since then, I've gotten a little more lenient. I don't necessarily count calories as much as I just look ahead to what I need to do that day. As I said, like if I have all three components of training, then obviously I need to eat a little more. If I only have pitching and I necessarily don't have lifting or conditioning, then I eat a little bit less or smarter with what I eat. So typically breakfast can range anywhere from a smoothie, kind of a yogurt parfait, for lack of a better term, just yogurt, berries, granola. Or as of this morning, I have a sweet potato hash that I kind of make: sweet potatoes, turkey sausage, some peppers, onions, and then putting an egg over top of it. But something semi-healthy. And again, depending on what I'm going to do will determine how many carbs I'm going to eat. I guess that's the one thing I'm conscious of, is what energy am I going to expend, and that'll determine more so complex carbs that I eat.
During a training day, like I'd wake up, I'd make 2 eggs, I'll have it with some toast, or I'll either make some oatmeal, I'll have that, then I'll go to practice, I'll go to weights, and I would lift from 10 to about 11.
I don't follow a strict diet. I mean, I don't just eat bad all the time, but I don't really follow, anything specific.
I don't count calories at all. I feel like that's just too strenuous, and it's just a lot. I do try to up my protein intake during certain points in the year. And I mean, that's pretty much the only thing I would say that I count, like the grams of protein throughout each meal.
Our nutritionist is very much like balance. And so for me personally, that's like the biggest thing for me is balance. Like I'm very on the go too. So like on the go things for me are great. So I love like avocado toast. I love oatmeal. I love yogurt for breakfast, and then take it to the gym, and then we have like recovery snacks at the gym. So we do like silk milks, which have like quite a bit of protein. Actually, like Chobani has yogurt that's like a smoothie. Those are so good. But they're just like good on the go snacks.
We try to eat a lot of lean protein, so turkey, fish, tofu dishes. We like to eat any type of food though. This is what we eat to be good, to stay healthy. A lot of vegetables for lunch and for dinner. We keep it pretty simple, I would say, compared to most people. Like we try to cook, but obviously we try to put a lot of our times towards training. So it's trying to find that balance.
Usually lunch, like a big salad with protein and like either rice or quinoa or something like that. It's my go-to. And then dinner, I mean, if I didn't have that for lunch, then often I'll have that for dinner. I always have I love salads. So I always have some hearty salad in my day. And then dinner with the family. Sometimes if I have time, I'll like cook something more fun. But if not, then usually go-to is like a piece of fish or something like that. Some form of protein, veggies, and grain or something is our go-to, I would say.
I go get lunch, and that'd either be like rice, chicken, some veggies, or salmon, or just depending on the day. And then I'll go to practice, and then later on in the night, I would either cook or I'll get like a salmon plate from like a nearby restaurant or something like that, or steak, or make a steak, or it just depends on, what I'm feeling that day. I'll just go to Whole Foods, buy what I need, and then come home and prepare that.
Lunch, I love sandwiches, anything that's like quick and easy to eat on the way. Oh, salads are good too. Like my favorite salad, which my nutritionist doesn't like this, but favorite salad is a Cobb salad from Chick-fil-A. It just is so good after practice. I would get it every day. And then dinners, my husband's a great cook. So we love salmon, we love, it's a very Hawaiian meal, but like the Spam rice and eggs. He's so great. Vegan tacos, like just some of my favorites.
Lunch can be anything from a salad to a sandwich Occasionally, maybe some chicken nuggets from Chick-fil-A or somewhere else, grilled. I try to do grilled chicken as much as possible. And then dinner, we eat pretty well. We cook for the most part. I just will substitute zucchini noodles instead of spaghetti noodles, just have like potatoes or sweet potatoes instead of bread and rice. I'll put some quinoa or something in there sometimes, but pretty conscious about what I eat. I do have cheat days. I'm not gonna lie. I love food, so having to watch what I eat is the hardest thing for me. So there are cheat days once or twice a week usually. I think most people say like once every 2 weeks, but for me it's once or twice a week. And I think I work out enough that I can give myself some leniency and have some dessert here and there too. So just be conscious of how many days in a row I have that and does it match up with energy expenditure throughout the week.
I won't drink hard alcohol while training. I will have wine. I really like wine, but I also have it in moderation. Like I won't like drink like every week, or it'll probably be like I'll have like a bottle or a half of a bottle like every like 3 weeks or so. It'll just be one of those things where it's like, hey, it's maybe they gave us like a Saturday off and it's just like, okay, look, I'll have a bottle tonight or something like that. But I won't eat like fast foods, and I definitely won't be drinking hard alcohol or beer during my training session. Well, that's pretty much like a whole week. Let's see, it's like what, 6 months, 7 months maybe?
In London and Rio, we were definitely at the McDonald's in the Olympic Village after our competition, which was delicious. It's just like a line, like a 30-minute line
there really
of
is.
McDonald's.
I don't really like to call it cheat day, I guess. More just like, if, of course, I eat very healthy and like to, watch what I'm putting in my body. But if I'm like, craving a cookie or something like that, I'll definitely have a cookie. But I would say probably some big chocolatey thing.
Like you're fresh out of college, like the dining halls aren't there anymore. So like you just gotta cook, and I like it a lot. I think it's really cool. What I do is like I'll like watch like Bon Appetit videos on YouTube, and then I'll like, get inspired, and then I'd either go online and like look at a bunch of their recipes, and then I'll like just go make a recipe that I think is cool on the website. So that's literally what I do. It's like, all right, boom, find the recipe, run to Whole Foods, grab whatever, come home. If they made it and post a video of it, and I want to recreate it, then I'll watch the video as well as like looking at the ingredients in the recipe, and then I'll just make it at the same time.
There's definitely going to be more than one cheat meal after Tokyo. It's going to be like a whole week of getting burritos and like basically everything that I think about every day but try not to eat.